here's a fun theory. You lure me out into the field and then you stab me in the back. And that's a theory I don't want to test.
Never stab anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
Loki, I've studied almost every moment.
It's always what he does.
You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
Welcome back, reelers, to another reaction to Loki. We are on episode 2. I think this one's called The Variant. I hope it just picks right back up where it left off. Nothing too crazy about the first one, just establishes the basic premise that Loki broke the sacred timeline by picking up the Tesseract that the Avengers dropped. And of course Loki calls into question what the hell is the sacred timeline and who the hell decides that. He ain't having none of that. He's going to get to the bottom of this, I think. Owen Wilson's character, Mobius and Mobius, did kind of get to him, and with being in the TVA, he really didn't appreciate their power. And I think he even had Loki had a line there at the end, like the TVA actually is formidable, because his little game plan of hijacking the Tesseract back and one of the Infinity Stones and getting out of there was all null and void once he saw all the paperweight Infinity Stones in the drawer. Yeah, so he had to rethink things through, and I'll be curious to see where he goes from here. Had a lot, basically all of his previous character development from the original Avengers to his death and Endgame in that first episode. So this is definitely not the same Loki, but for all intents and purposes, we've got the old Loki caught kind of back up to where we as the audience were. Here we go. Renaissance Fair. A maypole. I've danced a maypole before. Maybe I was at this Renaissance Fair. Wait a minute.
Hi. The trap. Watch your back.
Too late. Well, no wonder they keep losing all their Minutemen. I need a variant. He's going back in with her? Yet another timeline split, but this time he went back in. Back to the TVA. Or maybe that's what he's doing every time.
Hey y'all, let's review what we've learned. Come on, Loki. What is it?
It's when the TVA can no longer reset a Nexus event. Okay? Boring.
Right, and
Boring.
that would lead to the destruction of the timeline and the collapse of reality as we know it.
Can you hear me?
Come on, you're up. There's been an attack. Let's go. Put it on.
All right, he finally gets a jacket.
Good. Go. Smart.
All signs point to another ambush. We've grabbed enough temporal aura to know it's our Loki variant. But which kind of Loki remains unknown.
They're the lesser kind.
TVA has pruned a lot of these guys, and no two are alike. Slight differences in appearances, or
Loki's
not so
all
slight,
about it.
Different powers, although powers generally.
Illusion projection involves depicting a detailed image from outside oneself which is perceptible in the external world, whereas duplication casting entails recreating.
Noted.
Why? I get a weapon?
That happens to be our Loki
Concerned about that?
from the past.
Me betraying you.
No, why not?
Exactly what he needs to hear.
Why don't we just travel back to before the attack, when the variant first arrives?
Nexus events destabilize the time flow. This branch is still changing and growing, so you gotta show up in real time. Did you watch any of the training videos you were supposed to?
Gonna show up in real time.
As many as I could stand, your TVA. Or you pruned her.
A Loki couldn't have gotten the jump on C20.
I think you underestimate, actually.
Fan out and search for her. And hurry up, because we're at 3 units until red line.
Come on.
3 units till red.
Wait.
What do you see?
I see a scheme. And in that scheme, I see myself. We have a saying, Just as you underestimate this lesser Loki, which is why you walk into one wolf's mouth after another.
2 units. He is wasting our time.
Okay, come on, Loki, make a long story short.
We need to look for C20.
But that's exactly what the variant wants you to do. It's a trap. He's waiting for you outside this tent.
Should I secure the reset charges?
No, he wants me. I need to speak to the timekeepers at once. They're in graver danger than we realized.
This is a trap for him.
He's lying. Just playing games. There's no one out there.
Yep.
Reset the timeline.
Yeah, me for a second. My ears are sharp, dude.
Pushed too far. Because he just learned that was on the table. And then he tried to get it immediately. So the place stays, but everything that should not be there disappears. Missing in action, but the variant took her through the door.
Is it just me, or does this office keep getting better?
They must just use the same type of door.
Where'd you get that one, the snow globe? I love those. I don't remember bringing back that case.
You're not the only analyst working for me.
What would you say, maybe I'm your favorite one?
Oh, cool.
And why do you get to keep all the trophies from my
Someone
case?
else I know.
I was just thinking it sounds like someone I know.
Mobius,
What? Those rings are already there.
throwing a dangerous variant into the field is controversial.
Yeah, it didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to today, but here's what we did find out. The variant likes to stall for time, and eventually we'll catch the other one doing the same thing, because understanding this Loki helps me get
It's
closer.
the key to the other one.
Chase.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Playing the second part. Is that possible? You can change?
Yeah, that's who he is in this time.
To create. And then it shall be. I've never seen them so involved. They want that variant caught.
So do I.
And this is the last
Maybe they don't
chance we
exist
get with
anymore.
this Loki.
Great, that's all I'm
Person
gonna
that's
need.
seen.
You're here to help me catch the superior version of yourself. That's it.
I'm not sure superior is actually quite the right word.
There it is.
I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I've been playing a game of my own all along.
What? Charm your way in front of the timekeepers, hustle them, and seize control of the TVA? Am I getting warm? A double cross by history's most reliable liar.
Okay, why are you in there sticking your neck out for?
And there are TVA presence everywhere. The timekeepers.
And don't be afraid to really lean into this work. Here's a good trick for you.
Good view.
Pretend your life depends on it. I'm gonna get a snack.
Hello?
She's doing her job.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm on some important TVA business. I'm at the end of time.
There's a class.
Okay, what files can I have?
His own file. Let's go. We have to find out his details about his own future here. Zero variance energy.
Yes, very sad. Anyway, it got me thinking. Go ahead. Nexus events.
Product alterations of a predetermined outcome.
Exactly. So, let's just say
What are you doing?
your salad
Oh, he wants the salad.
in this
It's
scenario.
not Asgard.
It's
That's
a
my
metaphor.
lunch.
Just hang in there.
I want that
And
salad.
I could go down to Asgard
I want
before
that salad.
Ragnarok causes its complete destruction, and I could do anything.
No, just stop. Don't set fire to the palace.
I can do whatever I want to do, and it would never matter. It wouldn't go against the dictates of the timeline, because Surtur will destroy Asgard no matter what I do.
No, don't do...
Just gotta destroy the salad.
That's the apocalypse?
Ragnarok obliterates the salt. Because the timeline's not going to branch. Because it gets destroyed. Hence, the variant could be hiding in the apocalypse and do whatever he wants, and we wouldn't know.
Here's a fun theory. You lure me out into the field and then you stab me in the back. And that's a theory I don't want to test.
He's never stabbing him in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
Okay, I've studied almost every moment.
It's
of your
always what he
entire life.
does.
You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again.
Old. Okay.
Okay, look, you don't trust me.
I wouldn't want to get too giddy.
Oh, come on. It's cool.
No, it is cool, but it's just not in good taste because of.
Well, they're all gonna die anyway.
I know. Now listen, I'm gonna that for any variance energy.
Okay, the end of the world sound boring.
Listen, okay, we're not meant to be here, okay?
You're right.
Anything we do can impact the course of history. You get that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Small.
Free, my horn friends, be free!
It's Loki.
Wars omnes. Wars omnes. Pretty futury.
Boom. Look how fast it goes.
If it were me, this is where I would hide.
Actually, but in the early 1990s, for a brief and shining moment, there was a beautiful union of form and function, what we call the jet ski. A reasonable man cannot differ. Who created you, Loki?
A frost giant of Jotunheim.
And who raised you?
Odin of Asgard.
Odin, god of the heavens. Listen to
It's not the
yourself.
same. It's completely
No,
different.
No,
It's not the same.
actually, it's exactly the same thing. Because if you think too hard, because the TVA is my life, and it's real because I believe it's real.
Fair enough. You believe
Personal
it's
truth. Bah.
real. So everything.
Untangling the epilogue from its infinite branches.
I see. So when they're finished, what
They're
happens
just
then?
deciding what happened.
No more Nexus events, just order, and we meet in peace at the end of time. Nice, right?
Sounds like a religion to me.
Only order. No chaos.
And Kablooey.
Kablooey.
Candy. You have candy on Asgard?
Grapes, nuts.
Oh, you're so better. Okay, Kablooey was only sold regionally on Earth from 2047 to 20.
It's not the climate disaster of 2048 or the tsunami of 2050.
Get into it. He wants to win.
2050.
I'm excited. I'm chomping at the bit.
Earlier when the timeline was deleted,
Okay,
the computer said
but Maurice,
only that one soldier was gone.
there's not much I can do if it doesn't work out.
Missing in action.
For all time.
Killed in action. And when the thing went off and wiped out the variation of the timeline, the other soldiers we saw disappear, but they didn't show up as missing or killed in action. Only the one that the variant took back through his own portal. This is interesting.
Work today.
I thought so too.
I'm telling you, you actually.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Gather round for a briefing. Rockstar last 10 apocalypse. While the variant shouldn't know we're coming, he could be hiding anywhere and should be considered.
Well, you're all dressed exactly what he knows to look for. You would consider changing.
Steals a reset charge and charges. And if you see.
Yeah, he's going to go into your sacred timeline and try to delete it. 2050, right before. Well, in the second episode, and he's already figured out the game plan of himself.
The hell was that?
He used magic there.
That was me. Using magic to dry my clothes.
Okay, try to hang on to your time collar this time.
We'll see you in the showroom.
He's a trickster. He's just warning him. Security cam variant. Doesn't see him yet. He's looking down. Or her. In the speculation, this is a female variant.
survive.
Huh.
So,
Very took
you're
her
the
over.
fool the TVA brought in to hunt me down.
Me, I presume.
Please. If anyone's anyone,
You're
you're
me.
me.
Nice to meet you.
That's awesome. This is great. This is not wasting any time.
Check the bags to the reception.
I love it. We're only in the second episode.
You got FEMA? National Guard?
Oh, cool. Can you save her?
Oh, bless. Are you going to call your little friends for help?
I'm going to overthrow the timekeepers. And,
That's what he wants to do.
cards on the table.
This may be where he
He's a
started from.
qualified lieutenant.
Oh. Wiring them all together.
I gave it away.
What did you give away?
The timekeepers, where they are. I gave it away how to find them.
How she would know.
What is your status?
I don't know how she would know that. Big old boy.
I miss Randy. I would never treat me like this.
Ooh. This is cool. Oh, fuck.
I have shit to do.
Wanna get intense right here at the end. They always make that mistake. They never finish off the guys.
What is this about?
Oh, well. It is a girl. Totally different variant.
This isn't about you.
Broken horn and everything. Uh-oh. Jesus, look at all those. Oh, she opened portals and they dropped. Oh.
Where are they going?
Oh my gosh.
It's not possible. Graves is rapidly forming at a... Somebody just bombed the sacred timeline.
Forcing you to go multiverse event right now. Ooh. She's personally gonna go in. Where's his team? Is he gonna go through? Yep. Whew. Wow. Well, that was great. Loki, man. So some of the internet rumors there that the variant would be a girl, female version. Yeah, don't call me that, she says. What did Loki call it when he made the distinction between taking everyone's body and making the projection or whatever? And she was doing the other. I wonder if that has anything to do with, and as they showed earlier in the episode of all the different variations of Loki looking down at little holograms. They were big giants and little shrivelly things. I mean, so sure, why not a variant of female too, you know? Yeah, that episode was crazy. I like Marvel's doing it again where they're not taking, like some other shows, television shows can do, is drag out the story and plot too long. This is like any good movie. It just keeps changing. You keep having consequence and you don't know what to expect next. And I really like that, man. it's like a 6-hour movie in the end, and not so much a TV show in that way. But so the captured Minute Woman apparently gave up the location of the timekeepers. I wonder how she knew that, if indeed she did know, or she's just delusional and thought she did. Probably did, because it just keeps the plot going. The female variant Loki clearly left the portal open at the end for Loki to jump through. She waved. I thought she was going to actually signal, like, come here, but I think she waved. But clearly it was left open long enough for Loki to go through on purpose. And wow, that complicates things. Here I'm thinking they're going to be like a detective thing for 4 or 5 episodes before it finally wraps up. Man, it's just like 1 episode and we're on. Oh man, this is great. My mind's just boggled right now immediately after. I should record some thoughts hours after I've watched it or whatever. I'll have time to settle in or whatever, or maybe after the edit. Anyway, I'm just going to keep it short and get out of here. I really enjoy this so far. Things keep getting faster and more intense as it were, just but in the best cinematic ways. I just can't wait to see the next one. Anyway, comment down below, let me know what you all think, and the reaction sucks if I missed anything obvious or whatever. And like, comment down below, subscribe if you find yourself coming back for more, and we'll catch you on the next reaction to Loki. Peace.